What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Photo Porto, here talking about some camera gear that you could afford. Today we're talking about the 2470 L series lens, the 2.8. Is it worth it? Remember, as far back as I can remember, I was the guy walking around with a camera in my pocket, taking pictures of my friends and things that were happening. You could ask anybody as far back as they can remember, who was the guy with the camera in his pocket? It was Derek. We would go out to the club, go out to a bar, go out to whatever, friend's house, this, that. I was the guy pulling out a camera and snapping pictures. As the years passed, I started to get a little bit more into it. And then I started to buy myself a little bit more gear and then started to realize, hey, wait a minute. I would love to do this for a living. So I do a lot of photography, I do a lot of videos. When I first started out, I had the 70D and I was using a 50mm lens and 75-300, and that really got me interested and made me feel like I knew what I was doing, because you really see the variations of different types of shots that you can get. So once I started getting contracts for weddings, when I realized, okay, maybe it's time now that I could up my lens quality, and I bought this lens right here. Canon zoom lens EF 2470 2.8 L series. Now this is the first edition, and this lens right here is the lens that I did everything with. This, even now today, is still the lens that I would say maybe 80% of my shots come from this lens right here. Now I was lucky and I got it used off of another photographer who was changing cameras completely. He was going to Sony, and it was Black Friday, so he was looking to get rid of some equipment quick. So I picked it up off him for like 600 bucks. Now this first series EF 2470, you could probably find like 600, probably the lowest you'll probably find for it. Now, do you need to go and get the new RF 2470? Like, I would love to own it, but it is way too much money. So I will be sticking with this, and I use it on my Canon EOS R to work it. I have my EF to RF adapter. I have the one with the ring. I have this ring set up to do my f-stop as well. Now 2470 is it's just one of those lenses. It is heavy. It has some weight to it, especially when you have to have the adapter. It becomes a little bit longer. That's why I would think I would like the RF, because it ends up, you know, making this a little bit short, a little bit shorter here. But I really don't mind that much. Plus, having the adapter with the ring, it feels like you turn your old lens into a new lens by giving yourself another button. Some people don't usually use the RF rings. From what I hear, a lot of photographers don't really mess around with it. I probably use it, set it up to what I have it set up now, I guess. I'm not really sure. The RF is the lens that I use at weddings. Almost, like I said, 80% of the time, this is the lens that I'm using. Love the shots you get with it. I love the, you know, that you can go wide and you can zoom in as well. The amount of nice shots that I got with this is just, it's, to me, unbelievable what these lenses can do. The RF is even quicker. What's really good about the EOS R with an adapter and the EF lenses is that you don't lose that much speed. I can't tell if you even lose speed. I would say it's freaking perfect with the adapter, so you don't get any problems with that, which is the good thing about buying an RF body, is that, you know, you can get the adapter and use all of your EF glass, which is a huge plus, because you don't, especially at the prices that these lenses cost on the RF mounts. A good tip, I would have to say, I've been asked before, why do I always have the lens hood on even when I'm inside? Because if you drop it, well, it's gonna hit this, and it's not gonna directly smack the glass and risk of breaking it, which I've seen happen before. That's a whole nother story. So I try to keep my things as safe as I can, and that's a little tip. You can do it if you want. I do it. You will have to, you know, spend a little bit of money, but it is worth it if you're really getting serious about what you're doing. A 2470 L series lens, the EF, the RF. I mean, it is just something spectacular. I can't say enough about it. Like this was something that, like, everything you shoot with it just has a little magic to it. It just looks a little bit more magical than any other lens. Besides the 50mm lens, which I love what you can get out of it, the 2470 is just, it's just something else. It really is. I would highly suggest it for anybody who's thinking about it. Well, should I throw out that kind of money? You should. And luckily for you guys, if you're only starting out now, the EF lenses have slowly start to come down in price because of the RF series. This is still my go-to lens, and love it. I love it, and we'll keep this bad boy as safe as possible because I love this lens. I love this lens. I love it. Love it, love it, love it, love it. 2470, don't sleep on this lens, guys. This is a great one. Great one, great one. Let me know down below if you have a 2470, if you've ever used a 2470, if you have any questions about a 2470. Please subscribe, please let me know, please leave comments, and hopefully I see you on the next one, guys. Thank you for watching. Peace.